Okay,
Yes.
so hey, you sent me a replay. Why did you send this specific game? For that request? Is there any reason in particular? Is there anything you want me to look at in this game? Is there anything you feel like you struggled with this game?
Uh, I sent this because this is a pretty typical game for me. Nothing really too special.
Okay,
And definitely one thing that I would want you to look at is like my positioning, because I feel like that may be off. I don't know.
okay. Anything else?
No, that's it.
Okay, let's get into it. I'm just gonna skip ahead a little bit and we'll start.
Four, three,
Okay, so
attackers incoming.
good mercenary team, damage boost, pretty nice. Right there. Here I would like you to keep pushing this angle, because you were kind of given a free kill on the Ana as well, because she overextended.
Ooh.
You backed off a little bit early, you could have kept fighting. This position is fine, I would just prefer if you had maybe closed out the kill on the Ana beforehand. Or at least attempted to.
Okay.
Here, there's not really anything that can kill you. Yes, sure, they have a Road Dog, they have a Widow as well, you don't know about that yet though. They have a Road Dog, maybe he can hook you, but here I feel like you're fine to just start shooting. You don't have to play this scared. Now you're aware there's a Widow because of the shots, right? So
Yep.
crossing like that is dangerous. Something you also saw was the pig pen. When you see those, try to shoot them immediately. Big red flag. Here, when you start shooting at the Ana, really good. You're supposed to do that. But then you peek out, letting yourself get in the line of fire from the Widow. I would super prefer if you peek this from here, where you can isolate the angle, only see the Ana, and then not be at risk of getting shot here. Because if the Widow was a little bit better, you would have been dead now.
Ooh.
I must recharge. Hold on.
Same here. If the Widow was a little bit better, you would have been dead. Jumping across like that. An alternate way you could play is go around this side. Just jump off the side here. And get behind here to maybe pressure out the Lucio. Deal some damage to the Ana. Get their attention away from the Roadhog so your team can kill him. Nice right there. This isn't really a thing you can do. You didn't have any space, your tank didn't create the space. Running here is pretty much suicide. Never do that, especially not when there's 4 or 5 people looking at you. And you knew there were 4 or 5 because there wasn't anyone dead. Do you know what was going through your mind when you tried that?
I tried to go up to the height so I can flank the Widow, and then I can kill the Widow.
Okay. The idea isn't bad, but the execution is. Like, you always need to be aware of who can see you at any time, right? Every time you leave cover, you open yourself up to many different angles. Let's say you're
Yeah.
playing here, right? Or here. You can only see the Lucio. Let's say you go a little bit closer. Now you can see the Lucio and the Roadhog. Maybe if this was a real game and not paused, the Widow could have moved out. Maybe she would have seen you here as well. And that's just standing in this doorway, right? If you go even further, now the Ana can see you. So you need to be careful who can see you and when.
I am under attack.
Okay, cool.
Good place to heal for your team there. Feels low. Team is good. Nice dodge. Oh, you knew he was there, didn't you? That's good. Let me just look at that.
Yeah, I saw when he went there.
Yeah. You saw him there, right? You reloading
Yeah.
here, reloading with 5 bullets, almost killed you. If he was a little bit better, he would have grenaded you and you would have been dead. Luckily he's not. So you want to be careful with reloading when you only have fired like a couple of bullets. Right click here. Okay, so this is a minor thing right here, but it's an important thing to know overall. If you look at your Helix rockets in the bottom right corner, they're back in 2 seconds. You always want to fire them as soon as you can. Try not to hit them on the tank. If you go for the Lucio here, you just shoot it, aim at him, shoot it, and hit him. And that's really, really good. You force him off the corner. He did use speed. No, he didn't. What? No, he did. No problem. Yeah, he did use speed. So you have to shield, but that's still how you want to play.
And around we go.
Oh, don't push through the shield. No. Do you agree with me that you didn't have to go past his shield to deal damage to her? You could just stay here and shoot at her. Because that's your friendly shield, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know why I didn't do it.
Instead you walk here where you open yourself up to the Widow, the Reaper, and the Ana in half a second. Now the Ana. You should have been dead. If the enemy was a little bit better, you would have been dead here, and you would have probably... Yeah, probably lost the point because of it. I don't mind. Mattress actually. This is fun, you're behind cover. This is actually a perfect example of how to take a fight. Here you're behind cover in a favorable position. You are using your mid-range advantage against the Reaper, and you're also not standing over here where everyone else can see you. You're using your cover to isolate the fight. This is perfect. This is how you're supposed to do it.
Yeah.
Nice kill. Take high ground here. Now I want you to go here and deal with a D.Va. If the D.Va dives on you, you just run away. Oh, a little bit too late. What's he doing? Nice kill. Hey, dude, Ana. You could have shot there. It's fine. Look for a goal. Hello. You heard that?
Yep.
Does he not have raid? Hello? Okay.
Yeah, Lucio was on me all game, like that.
Yeah, no, you're fighting them off. I don't know if you're playing it super well, but neither are the enemy. Here, obviously, you shoot the Ana, she's dead. Nice job. Now that you basically won the fight, you don't have to worry about the payload, you want to worry about keeping the enemy back, right? So as soon as you go here, I want you to shoot at the Reaper. I don't know what you end up doing. I really hope you don't chase Lucio at least. You're going to just fight the Reaper, make sure he cannot get close, make sure none of them can get close. Yeah. Okay, so do you agree with me that if you had stayed back here? Here, after you kill the Ana, you see the Reaper come out, right? Let's watch this again.
Yeah.
There you see the Reaper. You acknowledge the Reaper. You look back at him. Here, I would want you to stay back here, shoot at the Reaper, make sure that if he wants to get to you, he will take a lot of damage. And then if he chooses to teleport or wraith in, he probably will wraith in because it's a silver. Then he will just die. But instead what you do, you close the distance with him, which is really bad. He's playing Reaper, he has shotguns, right? And you end up dying for it. So be a little bit more careful of who you're fighting and try to delay the enemy or delay them from contesting the site.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure you could have had the point here if you had just shot the Reaper. You're also yet to use your ult. You gotta pop it safe.
Oh yeah, that's one thing I also think. I never use my ult.
Yeah, that's really bad. You're the Widow ult. You didn't have to run away like that.
Thank you.
It's a bit scary. Help your Moira, she's taking damage. Hello? Hello? Hello, man? You see the Moira's taking damage. You see she's fighting. You can stay here, maybe back off to this corner, and you can stay in the fight without looking away from your teammate and running away. Like here, you could have been blasting the barrier, you could have been doing stuff, you could have been getting value for your team. Sure, shooting the barrier isn't the most important thing to do, but shooting the barrier is a whole lot better than doing nothing. Here, obviously, it's fine to tap fire, but here, because you're at this range, I'd prefer if you just held the button and did tap fire. Nice assist. Yeah, you need to look for an ult here, somewhere. I don't care where you use it, as long as you use it. Kill. But right click. You didn't hit it, but I like that you're right clicking. Essentially. In this rank, my main goal for you is have you use your abilities. I want you to use them, I want you to aim them, but I was also going to right click. Fight and keep holding the ball control. I think there is someone behind you as well. Yeah. Wait. Am I tripping? I might be tripping. Yeah, I'm schizophrenic apparently. Unlucky. Here, look for a right click on there. Unlucky.
Get out of my way or I'll run you over.
In scenarios like this, where your team is chasing someone, you don't have to chase the same person. You can go here and contest. You can fight someone else. There's pretty much nothing she could have done to escape you and the enemy team, or the rest of your team. You helping there was pretty much useless. She's already dead. Look for a right click. You have it back. Right click here. Nice try. What the fuck damage? That's good. Well done, man. Didn't get the kill, but it was really close. Right click that. Right click that. Okay, so let's look at this again. If you right click here, please right click here. If you had done that, I'm pretty sure he would have been dead. Look at his hit points. He wouldn't have been dead, but he would have had 11 hit points. He could have been dead. If someone hit an extra headshot or you hit an extra bullet, he would have been dead if you right clicked. But again, you still haven't used your ult. You could have ulted twice or even 3 times by now if you hadn't just used it. Careful being close to Reaper. The Reaper will get you. It's good that you're shooting, but try not to shoot every tank if you can avoid it. You still haven't used it though, it's crazy.
Yeah.
It's actually making me so tilted now. Like if you were any higher of a rank, I would be screaming right now. You couldn't really have helped him, maybe you could have gotten a kill, but it wouldn't have mattered much. Even though you are alone, you can still stand here and fight them. If you had used your ult, this would be a perfect time to like farm ultimate charge or stuff like that before the fight, getting them a little bit low, wasting their resources, especially the Reinhardt shield. If you start a fight with the Reinhardt shield at 50%, for example, he will be a lot less likely to survive it. He will pretty much explode because he has no HP anymore. So you can get value before the fight without getting a kill. You don't want to push this. Why do you not want to push this? What? Yeah, they were supposed to be in Africa. But
Yeah,
you
that's
pushing
number
here.
5.
I was gonna say the Reaper's gonna come behind you and you're gonna die because you overextend, right? But okay, yeah. Still, fighting here is a little bit risky. You don't know where the enemy is. They could be here. They should be here, and you should be dead by now. Gotta right click, man. You died there because you didn't right click.
60 seconds remaining.
Remember to use your abilities. I think maybe
I rub some dirt on it.
I think maybe your worst point is that you don't use your abilities enough. You're in okay positions, in general. Like, yes, you use it! Like, over here, you played high ground a lot, that was pretty cool. Sometimes you over-aggress a little bit, that's fine. You're supposed to do that in low ranks. Not because it's the right way to play low ranks, but you're supposed to make mistakes, right? So, yeah. What do you think happened here?
The Moira had the ball, so I died because of it. And the enemy soldier right-clicked and hit 2 shots.
Is that one? Or is it because you ran away from your healing and into the guy that has like I mean you ran into him, right? But you don't have to be close to him. You have aimbot. You literally have aimbot. You can be here and you can hit him every time. For example, you don't have to be that close to him. I think ulting here. Actually, what do you think about ulting here? What can you do with this ult? I'm glad you use it, but I don't like how you use it. You use it to look into a wall and then run into a gun.
Yeah, okay, that was a bad ult. Definitely.
Yeah. What would have been a better way to use the ult? If we look at the circumstances.
I've got you.
Like here. This is
Like,
what exists on the map.
if I flanked behind, maybe, and my team was
How
also
would
on
you
the
flank
payload,
behind?
I would have to fight the soldier, I guess. I don't know, whoa.
In my opinion, you pretty much never ult here. You need the backup from your team, you need your Matra to get some value. You need to stand here, shoot down the Reaper, right click the Reaper. You could even potentially use your ult on the Reaper. That could be fine. If you get a kill with your ult, it's automatically worth it, right?
Choice.
It's free value if you just get a kill with your ult. But instead you rush into your certain death, and Mercy has to waste a res on you. This is really, really bad.
Thanks.
This position is fine. You're in a position to deal damage.
30 seconds
You can
remaining.
kill the enemy team while... Oh,
No one
oh.
else can do it for us.
Now you're in their spawn. This is risky again. Yeah, what do you think happened with this entire thing?
I tried to, like, distract them, like, go up into their spawn. And then I was chased by the Moira and I almost died.
Do you agree with me that you could have played here instead and stopped them when they were getting here? You could have shot at them, you could have gotten their attention. Maybe someone went here instead. Then you could have gone back here and fought with them a little bit to distract them from your team. While still being in range of your Mercy, you can still rotate really easily because you have your sprint. You didn't have to, again, if the player was a little, enemy team was a little bit better, you would have died, right?
Yeah.
I like you shooting at Moira, I don't like how aggressive you're being. Again, you're running into their tank, you're kind of over-aggressing, but not in an effective way, you're just running into their guns. Same as when you ulted before. Try to play off your like medium range advantage, like further than 15 meters maybe, and I think your drop-off starts at 25, I'm quite sure, maybe 30, but stay in between 15 and where your drop-off starts, and that's your ideal zone as a soldier.
Size.
So, first round, what do we think? What's your opinion of what you could have done better?
definitely the right click and the ultimate,
Yeah.
and maybe stay with my team and my mercy a bit more, so I don't just run into other people.
Staying with your team isn't necessarily correct. You can be away from your team, just be in a place where you can go back to them. Like when you fought over
Yeah.
here,
Yeah.
you're fighting over here. Your team is like on site, they're over here. But if you are in danger, you always have the option to run back here, and you're now back with your team. You always have an out. So playing on an off angle like this is super, super, super good. You could even go up here and play this angle, and it would be super, super, super good because you even have a high ground. I don't need to get into why high ground is good right here. I think you have gotten enough info, but there's ways to play away from your team that don't include staying on your team. Staying on your team is actually bad. If 4 people cannot brute force their way through a choke, then 5 people can't either. So looking for openings and trying to like poke and prod at their armor to get behind them is really, really good. But that's not what you're doing. You're running straight into 5 people and you're making yourself die. Because you don't use cover, you don't play around their abilities. You ran into a Reaper before, which really isn't good. You mentioned that you need to get better at using your ult and your Helix rockets. What do you mean by that? Better in what way?
Like I just use them because I
Use them at
kind of
all?
yeah.
Oh yeah,
Use them at all. Just hit them and stuff.
Yeah. My biggest tip for all beginning soldier players is look at your Helix rockets when you are about to get them back. When there's 1 second or half a second back, and you see that, I want you to look for where you can use it immediately. Oh, there's an Ana there. Let's right click that. It doesn't matter if it hits or not, necessarily, but the fact that you aim it and shoot it is what matters. I want you to have the muscle memory of a good player. So, oh, there's an easy target. I go there, I right click, shot hits, right? Always be mindful of your abilities, try to figure out where you can use them to have some effect.
To the amusement park.
I think it deals 120 damage, by the way, if that means anything to you.
Yeah, I think so too.
It's 120, I know it is. So it's half their hit points if you like direct hit them. It's super, super nice if you can. If you have a mercy pocket, it's even more.
Let's wipe them out.
You shoot that, you shoot that. As soon as the barrier is up, you shoot it. Now there's a Mei wall, you still shoot the barrier. Why? If it dies, you get value. Damage? Do you agree with me that you could have right-clicked faster? And now, in 1 second? Like, now you could have had it back?
Yeah, I guess so.
Now you have it back. Immediately as you get it back, you want to throw it where you can hit something. Here you can hit 2 supports. You saw them, you were shooting at both of them. Now you're about to get it back. I want you to right click here. On the Junkrat. Or on the Winston, that is also fine. I think it is okay to fight Winston there, just know when to back off. You stayed up here for a little bit too long, you should have just turned around and ran and maybe gotten help from your team. I'm not really sure what happened on site. Mei died. And Mercy got killed, okay. Yeah, so while you're fighting the tank, your team is getting killed behind you. You should just fall back. Sure, you got him to half HP. That is cool, I guess. Doesn't really give any value though, because he's alive. Yeah, sure, you distracted him. Doesn't matter, your team is dead anyway.
I've seen tougher spots.
Maybe if he had right-clicked a little bit more, I think you could have fit in 2 more right-clicks there. And
Stop the
if you had used them, maybe you would have gotten a kill. Maybe you would have turned the fight. It's hard to say for certain, but it could always happen. You right click that immediately as you see him. You right click that. You shoot the shield. No reason to keep the shield up. When I say you shoot the shield, that's not because I want you to prioritize shooting shields, but when you aren't shooting at anything else, I want you to kill the shield. Because at least it's something. Right click something. I like the idea of right clicking there, but you need to aim it a little bit more. Here you stood in the Junkrat spam.
If I'm still standing,
You should have tried to react to it, but it can actually two-shot you. So he just body shot you twice. It's not ideal. Good right click. When your team gets over like that, you can also place your healing beacon. Nice right click. That's how you do it. That's your first pick this round.
Here I accidentally fell down. I wasn't supposed to like fall.
Yeah. Falling down there was really, really bad. You should have been dead, by the way.
Yeah.
It's good that you know it's bad. Here, right click and ult. Right click and ult. Ult, ult, ult. Ult. Man, you're trolling. You're trolling. Hello? Ult. Too late now. You're dead. You should be dead at least. How are you not dead? Now you're dead. Okay. So as I was saying, here, I immediately want you to right click here and look for some damage with your ult. If you can kill the Lucia, if you can kill the... Ideally, here, as soon as you see the Moira get close to this, here, right click, kill the Moira, get her out of the fight. You win that fight now. Right click something. Oh, by the way, your ult automatically reloads your gun. So you don't have to reload and then ult. Just so you know, it could have been relevant here. Finish your mag. Oh. I went back on the thing and it on the scroll bar and it said plus in the future. Okay, yeah. When do you respawn? Here, cool. Right click. Shoot him. He's there. Hello? He's been there for 5 seconds and you've only like looked at him. You looked at him once and then you just don't. Yeah, well. So. My verdict, in my opinion, what you need to do is you need to focus a lot on using your abilities and then actually participating in the game. There's a lot of moments, like especially at the start here, I didn't mention it, but here after you walk off to the side, you have the longest time of you just running around doing nothing. Dead time like this happens a lot in your games because you're not really sure what to do. That is fine. But these first 20 seconds, what have you really done? Okay, maybe you helped kill the Cass, but now you're like running around. That's cool. It's cool learning the map. You should have known it already though. It's now been 40 seconds before you've really done anything. Starting to shoot, this is good. Right clicking, this is good. But you're spending a lot of time doing nothing. There's not really any moment that's as bad as this that happened in the game, but you have a lot of small moments where you like waste 5 seconds like running around kind of being unsure what to do. You need to make a decision in these situations. You also need to use your abilities. Please, please, please use your abilities. Your abilities are worthless if they are not used. I would rather you use it and have it miss completely and not get any value. Why? It's because I want you to know how to use the ability. You can't learn how to use an ability if you never use it, but if you use it bad, you can think to yourself, hey, that didn't work, let me try something else next time. But if you don't use it, you never even get the opportunity to learn. I could say, hey, use cover better. Hey, use high ground. High ground is good, right? Everyone says that. But I don't think you need that just yet. I think what you need for right now is make sure to know or to make a decision, and also make sure to use your abilities. Using high ground, yes, it's cool, you should use it. Use cover, yes, it's cool, you should use it. But I wouldn't focus on that initially. I would rather you try to not rush into the enemy like you're about to do right now. Kinda just run in hoping that you can like outspeed the enemy. You do this a lot. I've seen you die maybe 4 or 5 times this game just by trying to run into stupid situations without thinking. You need to know who is looking at you and from where. Here, everyone can see you. If you were to go here, for example, only Cass would see you. If you were playing here, you could be playing here, where only Ana could see you. You could kill the Ana from here. There's other positions, other flanks, other off angles where you can get value rather than just running in and dying. You want to open up the map for yourself. You want to slice the pie, if you've heard that term before, have you?
No, no idea.
Yeah, so slicing the pie is essentially here, if you start here, if you're in this position, who can you see on the enemy team? You can see the Lucio. That's one pie slice here. Let's slice another piece of the pie. Who can you see here? You can see the Ana. Who can you see here? You can see the Roadhog. And who can you see here? You can see the Cassidy. Slicing the pie is essentially a term for angle isolation. Isolating who can see you at what time. If you can master looking at one enemy at a time, then only one enemy can look at you back. Unless they like go higher than you or something like that. But in most scenarios that will be true. Is there anything that you spotted in your gameplay that I didn't see?
I don't think so. I think
Okay.
you had it.
Yeah, well, just to say it, this isn't to be mean, but yes, I think you do deserve Silver 5, but I can also see so many ways for you to improve. You don't have to be Silver 5. If you just focus on using your abilities, that's your biggest thing. Use your abilities and aggress a little bit less. Think about where you're going before you go there. I also told you to not think so much. It's kind of contradicting, but hopefully you understand what I mean by it, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, so I think I'm gonna end it there.
Okay.
Good luck in your games, man.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you a lot.
If you want to send me like an update on, hey, this is how my games are going, expect that you might be losing a lot of games in the near future because you're learning a new skill, you're changing the way you're playing. This isn't how you're used to play, so you might rank down a little bit. But after that, you can take what you've learned and you can slingshot yourself into higher ranks. I don't think your aim is bad at all. I think your aim could probably get you to platinum. But the other things in your play are so bad that you just block yourself from growing because of your mechanical issues, not related to aim. Anyway.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah. It would be cool hearing from you in the future. Send me a message in a week or so. Tell me how the games are going. Or send me a DM at any time. See you.
Yes. Thank you so much. See you.
Bye-bye.